Okay, we're back up and running. If everything went right, you guys should be seeing a 720p stream now.
If we have any more issues, well then technology can go die in a dark hole somewhere.
Yep. Alright, so we've got a 3v2 bot lane, blue team pressuring that lane. Red team gets the wards out though. They are safe from a lane gank coming from behind them through try. Or not try. Yeah, try. I'm confused.
Words are difficult.
Top lane, I will point out Malphite's farm is falling a bit behind compared to Shen. Down by.
He's not allowed to throw swords in minions' faces at the without the expensive mana. So.
Yep. And at the same time as well, Shen does have 2 kills, of course. Being able to roam like Shen can, picking those up. Shen is going to start to increase blue team's overall presence on the map just by having 2 kills there, being the current kill leader on the blue team. And red team's going to try to turn that around, coming in with the 2v1 gank, at least rappelling down onto Shen. They're not going to dive under the tower for that, though. They know better. Shen coming back out, asserting his presence. Let's see how this goes. Are they going to keep this gank up? Just continue to pressure top, maybe take a tower? Meanwhile, bot, we got a 2v2 engage. I don't know Lucian's abilities very well.
Well, he's basically like Neo from the Matrix, and that's all you need to know.
So with that pressure bottom, they're going to go for the dragon, pushing that gold lead a little bit more in their favor. It is still very even. This is a great game. Both teams are playing very well. John, you're not talking much. This is hard for me.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see you struggle as much as possible.
I like it when he leaves his mic to talk to you and then you talk to him without leaving yours.
Right. I just want people to know how much you're struggling.
I am indeed struggling.
Alright, bot lane. What's going on bot lane? Let's take a look at the...
Welcome back to the game, John.
Hey, thanks. Vayne is up on Lucian in CS, but as far as the lane CS goes, actually looks like Uncle Touchy's basement playground is actually up on Dank Ganks in bot lane. 119 CS overall in the bot lane on Dank Ganks. Well, UBT playground is currently enjoying a 129, so that's a whole 10 CS. That's almost 2 whole waves, Kohler.
Good call. I will point out Malphite is in a little bit of a pressured situation. Vi is doing the counter jungle thing, going in, looks maybe take wolves or just walk on through, taking wolves. Zig is not aware. Shen is coming down and maybe to gank mid. We'll see what happens. Nope, Shen's going to go back to lane.
Contemplating a roam. Decided that it was unnecessary.
How's it looking in there? It's still lagging. I mean, I haven't dropped any frames. And okay.
Read that at some point.
At this point, it definitely looks like Shen is able to outperform Malphite in those trades. Malphite getting bullied down to half health and low on mana. 3v2 bot, but Elise is close by. She could move in at any second. Waiting in that brush. Let's
Good stuff. Kevin's a fan.
We got a team fight going on bottom here. The Ziggs all coming out. almost takes out.
Nuclear. Ardenac committing as much as he can. Wanted to dunk on the dunk master himself, Michael Jordan. ADC extraordinaire. Shen grabbing a kill. Tried to make it at least semi #worth. That is a 100 proof ism.
And that was a good play for UTB because that put them in a 3-kill lead and tightened up that gold to essentially a tie.
Real tight like a tiger. I like it. It's good stuff.
Wait like a toiga. So they're going to take an opportunity to probably take a tower without much trouble here.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Got it on 3 different computers. Just got to do something with OBS and Twitch.
That doesn't mean that it's us still.
It's something to do with the connection.
Technical difficulties all around.
I mean, I'm not seeing any hiccups there in the little preview. At all. I mean, should I have seen one by now? Okay, well, I'll just keep watching it. Sorry about the window there. We're trying to diagnose some connection issues that we're having here, seeing if it is my computer or the computer in the auditorium. So we'll just have
My
to deal
computer, fun fact, is a shortcut to a Windows directory, as I have been informed by Ryan Kohler, the computer doctor.
I am not a doctor, John.
But you are the master of technicalities.
Technicalities, yeah. I am indeed.
And being technically correct is the most correct kind of correct for you.
It looked.
Kevin, maybe it's because you're so far away from an access point.
Yeah, I mean, our access point is there for all this.
No? I hear you, and it's beautiful.
I'll sit in for a ride for a moment.
We've got 100 proof coming into the stream right here. He's got a few things he'd like to say.
Hey there, folks. Just sitting in for Kohler while he works out some technical difficulties in the stream here. Let's take a look here. Vayne clearing out some wards from the bottom. We have an Elise going for that red buff take. Vi was up in that jungle earlier, but looks like red buff was up now for Elise.
Lucian zip zap zippity bip bapping those minions. That's how I farm with Lucian.
It is indeed.
It's technologically superior to any other way.
Oh man, almost a steal from that Ziggs.
Would have been beautiful.
Let's see that Vayne take out that Lucian. There we go. Blue team right here looking real strong, John.
I do like their odds. You got a Vayne, always a strong carry. As long as the game goes anything longer than 20 minutes, Vayne is a real force to be reckoned with. Speaking of forces, unstoppable force coming out from the mouth fight.
One and the same, John. Shen going down to Elise there, but Vayne just cleaning up. That true damage from those silver bolts really just taking it to the house.
Yeah, true damage based off of percent HP. Last time I checked, probably the most broken concept Riot's ever come up with. Rito, please.
I would have to agree with you there, John. Vayne just becoming a monster.
I'd take her under my bed.
I'd prefer over it. That would be kind of weird if she just went out there. But, whatever, to each their own.
We're in college. We've all seen dorm room lofted beds. There's a lot of room under there.
Fair enough, John. Fair enough. Let's see. Vayne not too far ahead of Lucian here. Lucian actually having 2 more assists than Vayne. Should be about even in gold here if we look.
Go ahead and hit X. Yeah, that'll work too.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like 76 to 77, so about 100 gold. So not really any item purchases over anybody else in the game. Probably just a few health pots here and there over the Lucian.
far as those minutes go, though, John, Oriana taking nearly 100 gold lead on that Ziggs. How do you think that's going to affect us in the long term?
How do I think that's going to affect us in the long term? Either way, they're going to be throwing some orbs around towards the enemy team. Now, Ziggs is kind of an annoying little explosive rat, but Oriana has a very, very synergistic kit with a lot of different team comps. She can definitely be a vital member of the Protect the Vayne comp, but she also has a great combo coming in with the Vi ult and the Shen ult and stuff like that. She can really get a nice ult off in the middle of an enemy team.
Sure, when those team fights start happening, her combo just kind of tears the shit up, as it were. Oh, here comes the team fight bot lane. We have Leona being left behind, but Lucian pouring out the damage. Ziggs gonna ult there. Wow, Vayne just taking out that Ziggs and Lucian. There's a double kill for Vayne. Is Vayne gonna be able to live for that? No, at least taking out the Vayne. Back down here, looking at Leona, and...
Oh, the flash from Lulu.
Lulu just getting out of range for that Leona.
I've seen very few flashes on that level of beauty in my entirety of in my history of playing this game.
That was pretty nice, John. Pretty nice. Looks like blue team's going to go for that steel on blue buff on that red side. Red team looking at that mid. Oriana doing a pretty good job on the push there, backing off.
Putting herself in the hamster ball.
It is much safer there, John.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you run around and you don't even. Just the tip from Oriana. Well said.
It is a good tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip. Just to see how it feels.
Bit of a lull here. Everything's just kind of hanging out. Oriana taking a little bit of poke from Malphite. She's returning the favor.
Making sure to get some balls all up in Malphite's business.
Alright, folks, I'm going to once again part from the stream. Here's Kohler for the return.
And while we're in this transitionary stage, 100 Proof would like to leave with one last statement. He'd like to thank St. Cloud State University for having Dyson hand dryers in the new Atwood restrooms, because Dyson hand dryers give you funky, fresh, air-clean hands. Hell yeah.
Alright, we got a Vi ult coming in there, diving the heck out of red team. Ardnak just getting out after that Lulu ult. Ziggs ult is definitely going to clean some people up. Vayne just rolling around, getting the damage out, and does manage to get a triple kill?
There was a double kill in there.
Double kill, yep.
Absolute insanity one way or another. Lots of abilities were used, champions were killed, gold was had, experience was gained.
Yeah, and at this point, gold lead tipping pretty strongly in the favor of Dank Ganks with a 8,000 gold lead.
That's a lot of gold.
And Shen is back to the split push, doing what he does best. And that's an ace with 2 turrets that they just got there on the power play. Now they are moving through to clean up the jungle.
The double ward in that bush, that's good stuff.
And probably gonna back and buy, being that they're carrying 2,000 gold a person. What's that? Did you even get that reference? Okay, I keep making Matrix references around you, and you claim to like the Matrix so much.
It's been like 8 years for me.
I've never been more disappointed.
Is that the same comment?
That's what my dad said to me when I got home from college
that?
the first year.
Or is it just a very similar comment?
Did I say they cut the heart?
That's a
Oh, I said that, yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah, but the... Oh, okay.
We sincerely apologize.
We got a big team fight coming on here.
Lots of
Shen
dumps
is
happening
ulting
from
in.
Vi. Shields for days.
4v4 here.
Survived for at least 10
We got
seconds.
a scuffle, but Vayne gets the kill up in top lane there, or excuse me, bot lane. But she's not a part of this. This is a very drawn-out team fight, tipping in favor of blue team right now, I'd say. Yep. Yeah,
Depending on how many shields they can get.
Yeah, it depends on the shields. Blue team actually looking like they might pull this off. Yep. all that's left is Malphite. Malphite just trying to...
Red buff on Lulu, far too OP.
Yeah.
In before LCS pick always.
Malphite was unable to wiggle his stony little legs fast enough to get away, picking up
One
a
might say
Spectre's
that
cowl.
the red buff from Lulu made Malphite rock hard. Because he died. Rigor mortis. Come on, guys.
That was me throwing my headset in disgust. Oh man, this gold lead is getting tipped pretty strongly in the favor of blue team as they pick up the dragon, pushing it to 53,000 to 40,000. All right, so what is UTB going to need to do here to turn this around? What is their strategy going to have to be?
Well, they're going to really have to kind of focus, which is, of course, going to be a big deal. They're going to need a lot of wards. Vision's going to be crucial in being able to keep up.
Which they're doing right now. They have warded pretty heavily.
And as much as it is a protect the Vayne comp, they're really going to want to get to Vayne because this is happening with Vayne.
Yeah, that is happening. That Vayne is 9-3, and that Orianna is also 6-0. So both mid and bot lane doing quite well for Dank Ganks.
So what I could imagine is if you get a good initiate from Leona or Malphite or Elise onto Vayne and you can get all of your damage on
Which
her.
might happen right here. Yeah. She is rolling to get away. There's the initiate. Blasts her back. Great play on Vayne's part. Shen
if they can
ulting
disengage, this is a wasted Shen ult, and that could be something they could take advantage of.
Yep. But Shen is still there. So
right.
As a player.
That's a Malphite ult. Yep. Benzuniga deciding that he wanted nothing to do with the Malphite taunt. He was not going to stand for being taunted. He's an unstoppable force. One-man wrecking crew.
Vayne is going to go ahead and push that tower while the League of Legends camera decides it doesn't want to look at anything important.
Grass is important, Kohler.
What did you just say? Did you just say ass?
Grass. Grass. Dank Ganks, come on.
Vi looking like she's going to go for the dive, but she saves it, and Shen ends up in the middle of red team, doing some hurt. Vayne just pushing forward, taking the turret, and putting out the hurt on that team. Double kill for Orianna, actually. This could be the game. It's hard to say, though. With that Vayne pushing like that, the thing is they don't have much for minions right now, so they're going to rotate mid.
I think they're focusing on Vi more often than not when they get into these fights, just because Vi is really the initial threat that comes in, and that's really not what they need to do. I know as an ADC main myself, it's very difficult to not be focused on the person that's punching you in the face, but they really need to get Vayne out of the picture.
They do, and she's going to be worth quite a bit of gold right now. I imagine she has died, but not for a while.
Yeah. Just got some minions being killed, some lanes being pushed right now, objectives being cleared, buffs being taken.
Brilliant commentary, John.
I pride myself on quality.
I don't
That's a
know
line
how,
I've never used in my life before.
I don't know how Freak and company do this stuff for like the LCS for
I don't know.
hours upon hours. So much talking.
Lots of talking.
What?
Can I have a game?
Yeah. You can have 2 games. You can trade between Kohler and myself.
Oh, Ziggs. Laughing it up. So Vi is out scouting out the Baron Pit. Meanwhile, Red team does need to keep an eye on their base. Those minions are turning into minions. They're pushing in, so they're going to push that back and scout out the Baron pit here.
They must have hit level 36 and evolved into Winions. There are a few wards out from red team, so they do know that this is happening.
They might be, at least
They tried
propels
for it.
into the Baron pit and flashes out, but flashes right into Shen and gets taken out. Vayne, she flash or?
She did flash.
Okay.
Yep.
So she flashes in. They're going to start pushing through. That Shirelia's equivalent, pushing their movement speed up.
He's running exceedingly fast.
At this point, with that Baron buff, they're probably just going to push and win. We're probably going to see a pretty good team fight here as their last hurrah.
At this
See
point,
what they can do.
At this point, UTB Playground really has nothing to lose, so they may as well all in.
Yeah, and they are backing off, pinging to go clear top lane, just to ensure that victory, I
Yeah,
suppose.
safe plays is not a bad idea.
Yeah, they know that they have the ability to just sit and take control of a tower like that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Red team, if they're going to make a play, now would be the time to do it. I suppose they could wait until base towers, but if they lose the third inhib, it's going to be very hard for them to do anything. I mean, at this point. We'll see what happens, but
Something
Looking-
base god.
ooh, at least just getting chunked down to about half health.
Selling some peanut butter up in here. Way too chunky.
First you gotta put your peanut butter on it. Malphite going in. It looks like red team is gonna make their play here. The Leona out is missed. Shen is currently ulting, I believe. And red team did what they could, but Orianna just is too strong right now. It would appear that balls are the key to victory in this game.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
There would be a light, right?
What? I can see when I'm muted.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And that is GG, ladies and gentlemen. That is a victory for Dank Ganks. 2-0 in their round. They will move on to the finals. Let's go ahead and bring up our bracket here, and yeah, final round is gonna be Dank Ganks versus 4 whites and a brown.
The bronze match will be played at a later date, if I'm correct, if I've got my information correct.
And I believe that's still the case. I haven't been told otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. Just a reminder, anybody that wishes to stream, we do not have to be the people doing this. I just provided the computer. So anyone who wishes to sit in the casting booth for a game, we are out in the alumni room, or excuse me, the theater lounge. So come on out and grab a headset. All right, everybody, we're going to take a little break here, and we will be back in just a moment.